Hi, Kat.
Hi, Rachel.
Welcome to the sofa.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm delighted to hear what you've got in store for me today.
Yes, so we, as you'll probably recall, did a little nerd quiz. Well, we've done 2 nerd quizzes at this point.
And the results are inconclusive.
The results are inconclusive. So instead of doing some brute force science, which we probably will end up doing, but for the minute, I thought we would come to a conclusive answer that was brought up in one of those questions, which was the sorting of you into a Hogwarts house.
Me?
Yes,
Oh,
because you said
okay.
that you had never done this before.
I mean, no, because I'm not into Harry Potter. It's not my thing. I spend enough time on the internet that I'm aware of some memes and the general vibes of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, let's do this, Rachel. I can't
Let's do
wait.
this. I
Do
know
you already
you're so
know?
excited to find out which
Do
house you
can you?
belong to.
Okay, can you tell what I am based on that on my reaction, my deeply ingrained sarcasm, my
I
deep seated
think
cynicisms?
if we were both to guess beforehand, so you've got Slytherin, whose main attribute is ambition, Hufflepuff value hard work and dedication,
Hmm.
Gryffindor are bravery and loyalty, and Ravenclaw is intelligence and learning, basically.
Mm.
So of those 4, we are going to find out what percentage of each house you are, because I like percentages. I like to know the full picture, not just one definitive answer. So before we start, do you at the moment identify with any of those houses or traits?
I've done quite a lot of proper psychology type tests, and I've got quite a good idea of what I am in real life. So I've been almost, when you were saying that, I was almost trying to translate them over. It doesn't quite translate. I don't know if JK did any kind of looking into personality type profiling and all that kind of science when she did these. Oh, I don't think she did because it doesn't really match up, and all this work's already done for her. God, just be
Stop being
lazy.
so cynical. This quiz will give
Oh,
us your definitive answer.
okay. In that case, I will go for quite a lot of ambition, quite a lot of learning E1, maybe some bravery, and then what was that? What was the other one?
Hard work, patience, dedication.
Oh no, no, I am not patient in the slightest, and I'll fight
Okay,
anyone. So
so
yeah,
okay,
that
well, I'm
one.
going to do this quiz along with you,
Okay.
but I'm going to be asking you the questions. So I want you
And
to
what do you
answer
think? And what do you
honestly.
think you'll come out as?
I think my biggest percentage will probably be Ravenclaw, learning, and Slytherin, because Slytherin's going to slither, Like I said, honest as possible. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
So, first question. You've made it to Hogwarts, which means you've already bought a wand from Ollivanders. What material is at its core? Now you've got your options of phoenix feather, dragon heartstring, or unicorn hair.
Am I supposed to know what any of those mean?
Do you identify with a phoenix, a dragon, or a unicorn? Do you have a preference as to which of those animals
So
you like?
not you,
I
not
flicked mine immediately.
okay. So I didn't know if there was kind of something I was supposed to know already. So not a unicorn. I never had a horse phase as a girl. I know a lot of girls did. I just didn't. So it'd be between the phoenix and the dragon. They both fly. They
So
both involve
phoenix feather
fire.
or dragon heartstring?
Oh, I think I don't want the dragon to die. I do like dragons, but I don't want a dragon death to be as a result of me wanting to buy something. So I'm going to go for phoenix then, because
How do you
I'm
know
just
the dragon isn't already dead?
it's more ethical to
Okay.
use discarded items rather than killing and taking the heart, so it wouldn't, and that would limit the supply, and that would imply that there is dragon farming. So I mean, are they battery farm dragons, or are they kind of
I can't
free
imagine the
range?
Wizarding World would allow such things to happen.
Okay,
Okay,
am I
next
already
question.
overthinking this?
Um, well, no, maybe that is part of your personality and therefore part of who you're going to be. We shall
Okay.
see. So during the end of year exams, you noticed that one of your classmates was using an enchanted quill. You come top of the class anyway, and they are second. What do you do?
What
You
does it?
tell the professor immediately. Cheating is wrong no matter what. Nothing, but if I hadn't come top of the class, I'd definitely tell the professor. Encourage the other student to admit what they'd done to the professor, or give them a high five for managing to sneak the quill into the exam.
So I'm guessing that an enchanted quill basically like remembers answers, or it's just straight up cheating.
Yeah, it helps. I think in the book, some enchanted quills will like correct all of your spelling and grammar and stuff. So it's definitely a cheat. Basically, it's going to help them ace the exam. Which of those do you think? Again, I know my answer straight away.
So, I mean, there wasn't an option for depends if they're my mate or not.
No.
Because I think that would do it. I think I wouldn't care too much. It's kind of, if I were able to get past the system, you know what, fine, whatever. I just probably wouldn't. I'll probably secretly be annoyed that I didn't think of it as well, that I'd studied. So, was there an answer that's sort of near that?
No, I think if you're not that bothered by it, it's either encourage the other student to admit what they've done or give them a high five for managing to sneak the quill into the exam.
Oh, I wouldn't high five them. I'd just judge them silently, but I wouldn't actually take any action. So then probably the nearest would be encourage them to admit what they'd done, but I wouldn't actually go that far IRL.
I picked nothing because I probably wouldn't do anything. But if I hadn't come top of the class, I'd probably not tell the professor. I wouldn't run and tell the professor, but I would definitely
take corrective action into your own hands.
I would not be okay with that. Next question. You would be most hurt if a person called you weak, ignorant, unkind, or boring.
Ignorant.
Ooh, immediately chosen.
Citation needed. I even corrected my own mother in a family group chat this week because she was sharing fake news, and you need to read, need to debate things, need to have differences of opinion on things. But if it's just, I feel like it, someone else told me, it doesn't really fly with me.
I have also gone for ignorant based on a similar thing. People we just shouldn't be wrong. If we're going to say things, they should be, fact-checked and correct.
It's kind of this culture around, it's okay to change your opinions. It's okay to be wrong about something. The whole point is to learn things, take on new evidence, and change your mind. And that's completely fine.
Exactly. Okay, next up. You're locked in a duel with a skilled opponent. They fire an unknown spell at you, and then you shout. This might need some backstory for you.
Oh my God, are you going to have to translate?
I'm going to have to translate. So, Expelliarmus, which is a disarming spell.
Okay.
Protego, which is a protection spell. Stupefy, which is a stunning spell. Or Crucio, which is an unforgivable curse and is illegal, and it basically tortures the person that you do it on.
Okay, I wouldn't go so hard as the last one. I mean, maybe protect, because I don't actually want to be hit by something. I mean, we're in a duel, but I don't want to come out with, a frog for an arm or something. So if you don't know what it's going to do to you, then the damage is already done. If you try and disarm them or stun them, it's too late if the spell is already on its way. And if you don't know what it's going to do, then protect.
I have also gone for protect because it's unknown. It might not even protect me, but I'm going to give it a go.
Yeah.
And if they're willing to use an unknown curse against you, who knows what else they might do. So do you want to antagonize them and attack them?
Good point.
Next up, it's your 5th year at Hogwarts and you've just received a howler from your parents. What for? Again, a howler is a letter that basically screams at you and tells you off.
Right, okay.
So you've received
it's a WhatsApp. It's a WhatsApp in all text, in all caps.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Well done. So was it for sneaking into the Forbidden Forest at night on a dare, getting caught cheating in my divination OWL, which is an exam, being put in detention after I was caught in the library after hours, or nothing, I'd never do anything to warrant a howler?
Nearest one will probably be the forest one, more out of the kind of curiosity side rather than like just because someone dared me. But just more out of curiosity than anything else.
Fair enough. Sneaking into the Forbidden Forest is your answer. I've gone for nothing. I would never do anything to warrant a howler because I wouldn't. I'm not a natural rule breaker.
I mean, I wouldn't be so stupid to get caught.
That is true. Which of these Dumbledore quotes speaks to you? pity the living, and above all, those who live without love. Words are, in my not so humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic. It matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be. Or it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live.
The words one.
Okay, I've also gone for the words one as well. Next up, which of these most accurately describes your relationship with your closest friends? I love surrounding myself with people. The more friends I have, the better. I have a few very close friends that I would trust with my life. I tend to be wary around new people, so don't make new friends often. Or I find myself becoming friends with people who can help me to succeed.
Either the second one or the last one. They feel very similar because I wouldn't want to be friends with someone who I felt was kind of a drain on me, or
Mm-hmm.
was, I was putting effort into a friendship and they weren't giving it back. But I don't have lots of people like that. So maybe the last one.
The last one. I think I will probably go for the same one as you. Not because you can help me do this better, but because when someone, like you say, can't be bothered,
Yeah, you
I'm
just
not
don't
bothered with
need.
them.
Yeah, you just don't need people like that in your
Yeah, I
life.
just haven't got the time for it. I just can't be asked with the messing about, to be honest. Okay, next up. Which of your skills are you most proud of? My ability to absorb new information, my ability to make new friends, my ability to get what I want, or my ability to keep secrets.
So I'm one of those people that can kind of make almost like elevator friends. So I'll be able to chat with someone and get on perfectly well with them, but they won't continue a relationship or friendship with them. So probably not that one about friends. Keeping secrets, I mean, I have to do it as part of my job, but it's not something I particularly would think of as particularly special or important. That's something that you should be able to do as kind of a functioning human, really,
Mm-hmm.
is be able to not
Agreed.
tell people things. And then was it new information and quite stubborn. And if I do want to get something, I'm quite determined to get there eventually with a lot of things, but not everything. So yeah, definitely between those two. So I will go with new information. I am good to have on a pub quiz.
Mm-hmm. I was also between those two, but I think I've also gone for information because, again, in a pub quiz, I'm one of those people where I have a surface level knowledge of a
Of
lot of
many things.
topics. But if you ask me a question, like a difficult question to do with it, I'm like, mm. So yeah, so very jack of all trades, master of none kind of situation going on
Jacqueline.
there. Jack, okay, all right. I'm fine with Jack. Jack is fine. Okay, next up. The first Quidditch match of the season is approaching and you can't wait to get involved. What role are you playing? I might need to explain these to you as well.
I know it's kind of fake. I know it's a sport thing, but I don't know
Yeah, it's a sport thing. So
the
Seeker, I want
positions.
the glory. Chaser, I like to be involved and work as part of the team. Beater, I like having all the power, or I'll be in the crowd making sure supporter morale is high.
Oh, I mean, I'm not someone who is drawn to sports.
Okay, let me explain the position. So a seeker is the one who catches the golden snitch, which gives you 150 points at the end of the game and ends the game. So basically, if you catch the snitch, you nearly always win.
Mm-hmm.
Chaser is the ones who score the goals and defend.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones who like a midfield. Beater, what they do is they hit balls at the chasers to try and stop them scoring goals, or crowd. Hopefully not the crowders.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And just from the way that you were describing them, I'm just going like, nah. So it's got to be the crowd.
Okay, I think I would quite like to be a beater.
That would be the one out of those three, but honestly, I wouldn't sign up for it.
You'd be in the crowd. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I know your answer for this one. You're allowed a pet at Hogwarts, an owl, a cat, or a toad. Which do you bring? Owl, cat, toad, or nothing? I can't be trusted to look after a pet.
I mean, it's obviously going to be a cat. I do really like owls. They are pretty cool and they are just kind of flying cats sometimes, but cat.
I've gone for owl. It can bring me my post.
I don't know why. I was like, she's going to say, bringing me my mice. And I'm like, you eat mice and cats or something? I was like, what?
Don't you?
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? Okay, it's Saturday, you finished your homework and you have some free time. You decide to spend some time away from your common room. Where do you go? The Forbidden Forest, the library, the kitchens, or the room of requirement? So the room of requirement is a place where you go and the door opens up when you're in need of it. So if you were in need of somewhere to hide something, or you needed a toilet or something, it would appear and you would be able to use it.
We
So
need a
those are your
toilet.
options. I don't know.
Um,
I'm trying to think of an example.
so if I wanted to play video games and I went there, there'd be a console in there. Or is it
Yeah.
then I don't know, that feels too obviously the good answer, because if you want something, it'll be there. I mean, kitchen is always a good place to go. I'm always happy in a
Mm-hmm.
kitchen.
Go with
If
the
it's
house elves making that delicious food.
yeah, I'll go into the kitchen.
You'll go for kitchen. I'm going for the library because I think if I was at Hogwarts, I could not get enough of all the spells. So I'd be in the library reading all the books. Okay, what would you see in the mirror of Erised? So the mirror of Erised is a mirror that shows you when you look in it your deepest desire,
How is that different from the room of requirement?
because it's a mirror. So it's not giving it to you, it's just showing you what you want.
So you just look in the mirror and then go over to the room if you can decide if it was worth the effort of going to the room.
Okay, there's rules for that room, okay?
Yeah, I didn't say that.
Yes, there are rules. So basically, your deepest desire. So, myself surrounded by riches, myself surrounded by my loving family and friends, myself knowledgeable above all, or myself experiencing a marvelous adventure.
Difficult because I think, given the time of recording, I am desperate for an adventure right now, as I
Mm-hmm.
haven't really left the kind of these four walls for a while. So if you ask me any other time, it would be a different answer. But right now, I want an adventure. I want to do some things in places, because I have not done
I
many things in many
was going
places
to
right
say the
now.
exact same thing as you
It's a little
because
bit
we're in
skewed.
lockdown.
We're in
Yeah,
hella
I'm
lockdown.
also skewed. So I just want to go on holiday because holidays have been cancelled because of lockdown and I need one. So
Yes.
next up, choose a deathly hallow. Again, I'll explain what these are at the end. So the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, or the Cloak of Invisibility. So the Elder Wand is an unbeatable wand.
Okay.
The Resurrection Stone will bring someone back from the dead, but not in a corporeal form, kind of like a ghosty kind of way.
Mhm.
So they're back, but they're not really back. Or the Cloak of Invisibility, which is a cloak of invisibility.
And wands, what kind of magic can they do? Like lots of different kinds of magic, or is it just a zappy zap?
Whatever a wand can do anything. It's an so in a duel, it can't be beaten.
The wand just sounds a bit more useful in many situations. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously, it'd be lovely, I'm sure, to speak to someone who's passed, but that's a very specific use. Invisibility again. I mean, can you use a wand to turn invisible briefly?
I expect you could probably maybe create a spell if you were clever enough. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the wand sounds
Not
like
true
a.
invisibility. There are charms and stuff that
Mhm.
makes you invisible maybe temporarily, but this is a
Yes.
true cloak of invisibility. As long as you wear it, you are fully invisible.
Now I'll stick with my I'll stick with the wand. It just feels like a bit
You're
more of
gonna
a
go for
Swiss
the
Army
wand.
knife. Yeah, a bit
Interesting.
more of a Swiss Army knife in how I can use it.
Not scared that people will want to come after you for possessing an unbeatable wand?
I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't show it off. I wouldn't go, "Oh, I'm unbeatable. Look at me." You'd do something clever with it and be like, "Oh, I was just lucky that time." Something
Haha.
like, something like that. There's always a loophole. We'll find that
Loophole.
and
Yeah.
work on that
Okay, fair enough.
loophole wand.
I've gone for the invisibility cloak. Next up, which path do you intend to follow after leaving Hogwarts? I'd join the Ministry. I want to make a difference in the world. It's the Ministry of Magic. It's like the governing body.
So like government,
Uh,
really.
yeah. I think I'd travel for a while before committing to a career. I'd settle down and start a family as soon as possible. Or I'd continue to work hard in order to achieve as much success as possible.
Again, skewed by the situation. Did not have a gap year, and I would like to be doing gap year type things right now because.
I should be doing gap year things right now.
Oh, so it would be between that one and then continuing to work hard. But yeah, right now it's gap year.
I think I will also be going for that again because I feel hard done by because I
You're
should be
supposed to
in
be doing
many
cool things in
places.
strange places.
Yeah, yeah. And finally, we know that the sorting hat takes into account your preferences. So, which Hogwarts house do you feel you identify with most closely? Again, I'm going to run through the
Hmm.
traits briefly and I'm going to give you the colour scheme just in case that makes a difference. Gryffindor, brave and loyal, red and gold. Hufflepuff, black and yellow. Ravenclaw, blue and bronze, they value intelligence and learning. Or Slytherin, green and silver, ambition.
So I think I said at the beginning it was between Ravenclaw and Slytherin, and I'll probably lean more towards Slytherin maybe. I like
Mm-hmm.
silver, but I am wearing blue right now. Yeah.
Yeah, Slytherin?
Yeah, sod it, why not?
Okay, your results are in.
Wonderful. I'm so
What
excited.
do you think you got?
You know what? I think there was a lot of questions where I was looking at it differently from what they were trying to imply. I was kind of second guessing because I'm there going, no, I don't want the dragon because it's scary. Don't want the dragon string, big dragon heartstring, because it would be unethical, which I don't think was the kind of point of the question they were asking. So I think I'm too much of a cynical person that has taken some of the questions quite literally for it to be reliable source. I don't know.
Okay, well, the percentages are quite even, really.
Okay.
So obviously, out of the 100%, you are 31% Ravenclaw,
Mhm.
27% Gryffindor,
Mhm.
23% Slytherin, and 19% Hufflepuff. And Hufflepuff, I'm not being funny, but it is the worst one. So I'll read your little blurb out for you, and you can tell me
So
whether this is correct.
yeah, that's really straight down the line balanced.
That's quite balanced. Yeah, you're pretty even. So you believe above all in the importance of wisdom, which is why you undoubtedly belong in Ravenclaw. But your sense of adventure means you may also have an affinity for Gryffindor House. You are a thrill seeker. You love to travel, and there's nothing more exciting to you than new experiences, and believe that adventure is essential in the pursuit of knowledge. You are brave, but would never intentionally put yourself in danger, placing you firmly in Ravenclaw. Your slight compatibility with Slytherin House suggests a determination to succeed, though not at the expense of traits from your more dominant houses. My blurb was exactly the same, so my percentages were 41% Ravenclaw,
Mhm.
26% Gryffindor, 20% Slytherin, and 13% Hufflepuff.
It's almost like in real life we have very similar behavior profiles or personality
Yeah,
profiles.
so not yours are slightly more balanced than mine.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
so
and I'm not.
more
I'm
or
not
less
gonna
the same.
lie. I'm not gonna go out and buy a scarf. You know, and
What?
but no, I won't be going out to buy my house scarf and a rucksack and all that kind of thing.
We'd be in the same house.
I mean, that's cool.
We'd have been in the same house, the same common room. We'd have probably
Wait,
like been
wait, 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 wait,
prefects or
wait, wait, wait,
something.
wait, wait, wait. Would we be two nerds on a sofa?
We would be two nerds on a sofa in Ravenclaw Tower, wearing bronze and blue.
Well,
Cool.
thank
Well,
you.
thank you for indulging me.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, let's say that is. Will we consider this our third one of the fact that we're nerds or not? Probably not. But the fact that we have concluded our houses show that we are nerds. That's also adding up the evidence. Boo,
You can
here's the
officially
first.
now say that you have been sorted into your Hogwarts house.
I'm not redoing that other nerd quiz though. You can forget that one.
It
But
was
if
so
you
long, I can't.
but if you missed those quizzes, we have got those available. Check our quizzes playlist and you'll be able to see what we were going on about with when we did our nerd quizzes before. Hope you enjoyed and we'll catch you next time. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.